What's up, everybody? Once again, it is time for Funko News. This edition of Funko News was recorded on February 19th, 2022. As usual, I'm going to start off with the focus on some figures that you can be on the lookout for right now. This does include two Hot Topic exclusives, the Lemon Scented Yeti, which I have mentioned previously as being available on the website briefly, but is now hitting stores, so be on the lookout for it in store if you missed it online. And then also the Diamond Bell, of course, from Beauty and the Beast. Okay, so again, be on the lookout for those with Hot Topic. And then the Squid Game pops are actually starting to show up. Of course, the ones you see pictured here are the commons. They may not be widespread just yet, but they are starting to hit stores. So to be on the lookout for those if you did not pre-order them. With Target, they had this exclusive Joker pop pin that you see pictured here. I'm trying to rack my brain and remember if I've seen this previously. I kind of wonder if there is a Chase variant. If anybody knows about that, please share in the comments. And then some Funko collectors have received emails featuring a code for a free NFT. I'm not really sure how Funko went about doing this, how they chose individuals. I'm sure it has something to do with having a Funko.com account basically. So yeah, if you know any more details about that, please share. And if you actually got one of these, please share that in the comments as well. And if you haven't done so, check your email to see if you did receive one of those codes. Now, focusing on Funko.com, two recent releases here that are still available. That does include Snow White with the pin that you see here. Now, even though she is not sold out, I would say if you're interested in this one, go ahead and get it, because most of these Disney princesses have been selling out eventually, and I have not been seeing them restock. So again, if you're interested in this one, especially if you're trying to complete this series, make sure you go ahead and order that one. And then Cowboy LeBron James from Space Jam: A New Legacy has not sold out, and that really does not surprise me. The Space Jam pops overall have not been super popular, and I've heard a couple of people refer to this one as the Lil Nas X pop, because at a glance it does kind of remind you of Lil Nas X. So yeah, this one, like I said, still available if anybody actually is interested in it. So there are two Major League Baseball related releases coming up here soon. So Gabriel Iglesias is going to have a new pop called the Stadium Fluffy Pop, and that is going to be with Dodger Stadium on May 7th. Now with the Giants, they have their Star Wars Day every year. This year it is going to be in September, and you see this orange C3PO there. That is going to be for regular ticket holders, and then VIP ticket holders actually get both of these, so they get the orange one and the predominantly black one there as well. Definitely let me know what you think about the look of these. I think they look kind of cool. I don't think they're like must-haves for anybody necessarily, and of course if you cannot make it to the game, I think these are going to be pretty readily available on the second market. There's no way that everybody that goes to that game is necessarily a pop collector or would want to keep the pop, so do be on the lookout for those on the second market if you cannot make it to that game. Here are a couple of random upcoming releases, including one I forgot to mention last time. You all, I cover so much information that sometimes things fall through the cracks, but I usually try to make sure I cover it in the next video. So you see here the Linkin Park Reanimation Pop album, which does appear to be a common item. It's going to be available for pre-order with various retailers very soon here. Some may actually have it listed already, and of course it will eventually be in stores. I think the robot design from the cover translated very well into a pop figure, so that's pretty cool looking in my opinion. You also see here Jerry and Little Sebastian from Parks and Rec. They have a 2-pack coming up. Right now I don't know if that's going to be a common item or if it's going to be exclusive. When I learn more about that, I will share that with you all. You also see here with GameStop, they have this exclusive Masters of the Universe skateboard deck, which is available for pre-order online, and it has a May release. Now for me, me personally, I have not seen skateboard decks like just randomly sitting around in GameStop. So if you're interested in this, I would say go ahead and do the pre-order just to be on the safe side, as opposed to waiting and see if it happens to show up in stores. You also see here Batgirl. This is of course based off the CW series. I like the look of the pop overall, but I do think the hair looks kind of awkward. I don't think that hair translated super well to the figure, and I'm not a fan of the Batgirl series. I gave it a try. I think I did watch it a little bit, and then the clips of the more recent episodes just have really not done anything for me. But I definitely want to hear from you all. What do you think about the Batgirl series on CW? And then also, what do you think about this figure here as well? Is this something that you are going to add to your collection? Now at Target Con, I'm not going to say too much about it because I have addressed it previously. You do see the list still here with the figures that should be available, and we got some more images of some of the figures that are going to be available, including the Parks and Rec Treat Yourself 2-pack. which is not exactly what I was expecting. I like the Loretta Pop, but I don't know, like I just don't know if I'm gonna go for this to add this to my collection necessarily. And then with the art series, I did share the Joker previously. Here's a better look at him, and you get the Penguin here as well. And again, those art series pops not really doing much for me personally, but you know, I know some people are interested in those and actually trying to complete the Batman villains set. To the right here, you see that we do now get a look at the Evelyn pop and tee set. I really like the t-shirt design. I think it is pretty cool, and the glow in the dark Evelyn, I could see going for that. So if I find that with my t-shirt size, then I might pick that up. I already said previously, you know, that flocked He-Man on Battle Cat, I'm definitely going for that. I'm not so interested in the Star Wars items myself. But yeah, like I said, I'm not going to reread the full list here and go back through it. You could just pause and check this out if you are interested. And do keep in mind that Target Con is actually going to be on the 25th. Now, some items have actually already been showing up on you know, in sales floors in Target stores, but they may be register locked. That means if you try to actually purchase them, it may not go through. So yeah, don't be surprised if you see the items early, but you may not be able to purchase them actually until the 25th. And now we're on to the big news of the week, which is, of course, Funko Fair. They did a lot of reveals this week, and I will try to get through them as quickly as I can, although there are some things I do want to address as we go along here. Now, I'm going to say this, that other than some of the exclusives, most of these pops that you're about to see are available for pre-order. I'm saying pops, but you know, that's all the items. That includes the sodas, the Paka, everything. Most of these are available for pre-order right now. And when you do your pre-orders, if you decide to do some pre-orders, check to see when the items are expected to ship out, especially with the common items. That's going to change from retailer to retailer, and there are the rare exceptions, like with AAA anime exclusives that you may see with more than one retailer, and they may have different dates of when those items are going to ship. So again, like I said, as you're doing your pre-orders, check for the dates, and you might want to make a note of those dates of when those items are supposed to ship out. But I'm going to go ahead and get into these right now. And I'm starting off with the sodas, and I actually did do some pre-orders for a couple of these. The Dracula, of course, from Bram Stoker's Dracula. I really like the look of both the common and the chase. I think the chase is especially cool, but I like the common as well, so that one to me was an easy buy. You see here we also have Goofy. I kind of like the Goofy chase as well, but I don't really collect Disney too much there. RoboCop, I like that his chase is him, you know, unmasked, I guess you could say, or without the helmet. I think that's a pretty cool one there. We have Klaus from the Umbrella Academy. I think I just pre-ordered just one of those. I do kind of like collecting Umbrella Academy just a little bit. I don't try to get all the characters though, but I figured I would go for at least one of those sodas. The Doctor Strange, of course, is the comic version of him, and I really like his chase. You know, it's sort of translucent and has the glitter going on, so that's a pretty awesome one there in my opinion. We got Ricochet Rabbit there as well. We got Cyborg from Teen Titans Go, and he does have a chase, and his chase is pretty cool because it's glow in the dark, and the axe that it has is actually glow in the dark, so that's pretty awesome there. I also like Gomez from the Addams Family. His chase has more of a sepia tone to it, and he actually has Thing with him as well, so that is pretty awesome there. And then of course we have Samurai Jack in the armor, and with the chase you get the helmet there as well. So yeah, I did go ahead and pre-order a couple of these. Really looking forward to receiving these, but I don't expect these to actually ship out. From what I'm seeing from most retailers, these probably won't ship out until maybe like late April, early May, somewhere in that range. Okay, then we have here some more Paka Avocados, which this really doesn't do too much for me. Even the dragon, I think, is very plain Jane looking. You know, it just has that same avocado green coloring to it. But I am somewhat of a dragon completionist. I'm saying somewhat just because at this point I have all the dragons that have released thus far, but I may slow down on that eventually. You know, we'll see. But of course, here with the avocados as well, you see that they also have GameStop exclusive plushes, and I'm not sure if it's all the plushies that are exclusive to GameStop or just one of them necessarily, but we'll find, you know, once these do eventually release. You also see here with GameStop, they have this Crash Bandicoot exclusive here with the Aku mask, which I think is pretty cool looking. So again, like I've already said, you know, you can get your pre-orders in, including with the GameStop. I think all the GameStop items that you'll see here are available for pre-order. And then with Five Nights at Freddy's, I've been talking about this, that we have not seen Pops in a while, and that's not changing right now. They're still just focusing on action figures. And I actually shared the list previously of these items coming up, and I shared some rough images. So most of this I've already covered with you all previously. But of course, you see there are some action figures on the way. There are the Pocket Pops, and they have some plushes as well. The Shamrock Freddy there, you see that's a Walmart exclusive there, that action figure there. And I think the plush might be with Walmart as well. And the same thing for the Live Wire Freddy also. So yeah, if you are a big fan of Five Nights at Freddy's, let me know what you think about these items here, including the mystery minis. But like I said, as far as Pops, I'm not really sure why it is we're not seeing Pops recently with Five Nights at Freddy's. Still focusing on video games here, we see the Apex Legends Pops, which are pretty nicely designed there. And right now we're not seeing any exclusives or types of variants. I wouldn't be surprised if Funko does some eventually, and of course I will share if I see anything like that. And then with Tiny Tina's Wonderlands, we had the Pops here and also the plush as well, the Butt Stallion, which is a GameStop exclusive. These are some pretty nice looking Pops. I've not played the game yet, even though I actually think I have it downloaded because it was free on PS Plus basically. So I may check out that game, even though I haven't really been following the Borderlands series. That game does look kind of interesting, looks kind of fun. If you played it, let me know what you think about the actual game. And then of course there are more Pokemon Pops on the way, and we're seeing a variant of one of them right up front. Okay, so we have Leafeon, Piplup, and Lapras, I think is how you say the name there. And there's already that jumbo size of Lapras that's been revealed that's actually going to be with Target. We know how it goes with Pokemon. Do expect some more variants in the future, of course. And hopefully, Funko will continue to be able to put out more Pokemon figures, maybe at a faster rate. But like I keep telling everybody, it's not up to Funko, it's up to what the Pokemon company allows them to do. So based off of that company, we'll see what else gets revealed here in 2022. And we're getting into anime now, so I'm gonna tell you right now, I don't know, I'm not really familiar with the anime figures that were revealed this week. I'm not really familiar with those properties very much, so I'm not gonna have much to say about them. I will point out though here with the Boruto exclusives, of course there's that Entertainment Earth exclusive, and Entertainment Earth exclusives are not always just with Entertainment Earth. Sometimes FYE has them, and some other companies may get them as well. So yeah, don't be surprised if you see Entertainment Earth exclusives other places besides that actual company. You see the Chalice Collectibles exclusive, which is available for pre-order right now as well. The Hot Topic exclusive, I can't recall if I've seen that listed or not, but of course that's another one you can be on the lookout for. Then Black Clover, again, with the exclusives, I've seen at least 2 of the exclusives listed, the Chalice Collectibles exclusive and the Triple Anime exclusive, which is available with various retailers, including Entertainment Earth. And that's a pretty cool looking exclusive there, that glow-in-the-dark chase there. I really like that version of it. So yeah, pretty cool looking figures. I'm just not too familiar with the property. And the other figure you see here in the bottom right, that is an exclusive, but right now I don't know exactly where that's going to be. When I learn more, of course, I will share that. Then Fairy Tail, I'd seen some people asking about Fairy Tail Pops, or mentioning them in the comments, and yes, there are more on the way here. You see a good look at the figures now. We had seen the back of the box, I think I did share that in a previous Funko News video, but now we actually get a better look at these actual Pops here. And the FYE exclusive has been listed online, so that is one you can go ahead and pre-order. It should still be available at the time of this recording. And Tokyo Ghoul, we also knew that there were more Tokyo Ghoul figures on the way. I think this exclusive that you see here, the Sure Thing Toys exclusive, looks pretty awesome with that glow. I really do like the look of that, and I did see that listed on their website for pre-order, so you can go ahead and pre-order that if you are interested in it. I feel like there's been more rumors though with Tokyo Ghoul, so we'll see if there's anything else that gets revealed in the near future. Surprisingly, not much was revealed with Disney, but what was shared is pretty awesome here. So you see the Amazon exclusive Lion King cover, which does of course come with that Simba on Pride Rock Pop. I think that looks pretty awesome. And then the Pop in a Box exclusive Cheshire Cat, which I did mention last time. I didn't have the images of it yet though, but yeah, him standing on his head is pretty awesome there. And that chase is just awesome. It's a glow-in-the-dark chase, and it's also flocked as well. So I see a lot of people going for that one, and that one is actually available for pre-order on Pop in a Box's website. So yeah, go ahead and get that pre-order in if you are interested in that one. Like I said, pretty amazing chase. I really like the way that one turned out. The Star Wars Visions figures are Target exclusives, and I did basically cover these previously, so I'm not going to say too much about them right now. One thing I will point out though, with the Ronin Pop and Tea set, and then the Pop Deluxe Ronin, the figure is the same. Like, I don't see any difference with it. It seems like Funko would have did a different pose there so that people would be more tempted to buy both of these items. But as is, I feel like a lot of people are going to basically make a choice, either the Pop and Tea set or the Pop Deluxe. But I could be wrong. Let me know what you think about that design there for Ronin from Star Wars Visions. And then still focusing on Star Wars with the Duel of the Fates, we see the second piece in that Build-A-Scene, and of course it is Obi-Wan. He is available for pre-order, and the Darth Maul is still available for pre-order as well. So yeah, you can go ahead and get those pre-orders in if you're interested in building that scene, putting that all together, which it should look pretty cool, you know, all together once it is completed. To the right here, you see some Walmart exclusive art series Darth Vaders. I'm not the biggest fan of art series in general, and not so crazy about these Darth Vader figures. I feel like they really could have done some cooler things with him. Just my opinion though. And of course with the Something Wild card game, they do have one now that is based on, well, it has Boba Fett on there. And of course I'm sure there's plenty of other Star Wars characters within that deck. And then another Build-A-Scene that is exclusive to Amazon, of course, is the Stranger Things Build-A-Scene. So they just revealed the third piece in that Build-A-Scene, which is the character of Will, of course. And they previously revealed the Demogorgon and 11. And of course, Hopper, you can tell from the silhouette, he is going to complete that set. But yeah, you can pre-order these figures right now with Amazon if you're interested in them. And then the Jurassic Park movie cover, or movie poster, I guess I should say there, has a pretty cool pop along with it. It's the Tyrannosaurus Rex grabbing a hold of a Velociraptor. Pretty cool that Funko was able to actually work that out there. So that is a common item actually that's available with various retailers. And then we see the Legally Blonde pops here, and there is an Entertainment Earth Diamond figure there that is in the mix. I've never actually seen this movie, but I need to watch it at some point. I've just seen clips of it, but obviously it has a strong fan base still, and I think these pops, you know, will be somewhat popular at least. And then moving on to Pop Rocks, the Britney Spears rumors that had been floating around, of course, turned out to be true here. So with we have the Walmart exclusive Pop album of Oops, I Did It Again. Kind of interesting that it's exclusive just to Walmart, but then again, Walmart does have a lot of shelf space, so that's why they probably can't get, you know, so many more exclusives in. Same with Target, they have a lot of shelf space, so they get a lot of exclusives. Then there's also that common Britney Spears pop there. I think is common. This might be with Walmart too. We'll have to learn more about their release once it actually does drop. But you see that figure does have a Chase variant. Of course, that's based off of her Circus album there. With Iron Maiden Power Slave pop album, you know, that had been rumored, and yes, it did pan out to be true here. I recently shared that rumor. We see Frank Zappa as well, which looks pretty awesome there. I definitely like that hat that he's wearing there. With Cypress Hill, I can't remember if this had been rumored or not, but we got Dr. Green Thumb, which is pretty cool. And Cypress Hill, in my opinion, is kind of an underrated hip-hop group, but they've had an amazing career, so I'm definitely fans of them, a longtime fan of Cypress Hill. And yeah, that pop is a nice surprise, although I will say it would be nice just to get a straight up Be Real pop, or maybe even, you know, the group together as a pop album or something. I don't know, like something else with Cypress Hill would be nice basically. And then with Five Finger Death Punch, of course, we do see Knucklehead, and I did say that pop was on the way. That rumor has been floating around for a while. Now we have some more gold figures here, of course, for Pop Rocks. We have here Jimi Hendrix as a 5-inch figure, and then a 12-inch figure as well. I really like the 5-inch one more. If I'm not mistaken, wasn't that his outfit from Woodstock? Somebody can correct me if I'm wrong there, but that's the one to me that just seems more iconic there. And then, of course, we also have Slash here from Guns N' Roses, and he does have a Chase variant there with the skull face. I think that is pretty cool there. I think he would look a little more accurate if he had a cigarette in his mouth, and I know they can't put something else there, but, you know, they can't do something else. But, yeah, if he had a cigarette in his mouth, at least I think that would make it look a little bit cooler. But as is, I still think that's a pretty awesome Slash figure, and I think that's a really cool Chase. Moving ahead here now, we're focusing on sports, starting off with Major League Baseball there. To the left, you see the pops that are available. And again, remember, these common figures, most of these common figures, pretty easy to find and get in some pre-orders for. Then we have NASCAR here to the right. And I think that Super Deluxe Jeff Gordon is pretty awesome. Funko seems to have moved away from calling almost anything a pop ride. They tend to use Super Deluxe more often. So you'll see this listed as the Super Deluxe Jeff Gordon. Like I said, I think that stands out. That's a pretty awesome item there. And then we have some more NBA gold figures on the way. And some of these, you see the ones here to the right that are going to be Walmart exclusives. And they actually got some pretty popular players as exclusives. And of course, all of these have Chase variants. So I could, see some NBA fans really tracking down those at Walmart. And of course, they are the larger figures, the 12-inch figures. So you can't miss them when you see them in stores. So yeah, like I said, I think some people really will go for those Chases. And still focusing on the NBA, this had been rumored, the slam cover pops that you see here. They got Allen Iverson, Vince Carter, and Shaq. I think all of those are pretty cool, if you're a big fan of them. The Vince Carter one, just looking at the pop directly doesn't really remind me of him so much, but it is tough sometimes to get a pop to look like, an actual person. But yeah, overall, the slam covers are kind of cool. And then you also see here the Panini Prism trading cards as well, with various players here. So let me know what you think about these. These are items that do take up more space than the average pop. So I think people will be somewhat picky about which ones they go for, but definitely let me know your thoughts about these. And with WWE, they revealed a lot this week. You see a lot of cool comments here, including Dude Love, who had been rumored for a while. We finally see The Rock and John Cena in the ring together. They also have Mick Foley there with the trash can. I'm just gonna call him Mick Foley. I know it's basically Cactus Jack, but yeah, he just Mick Foley, basically as a GameStop exclusive there is pretty awesome. GameStop actually got a couple of really cool WWE exclusives because they also have Razor Ramon and they got Undertaker rising up out of the coffin. I think a lot of WWE fans would like to add that into their collection. They got an exclusive backpack as well, and big item here to me that I think is really awesome. We finally get Eddie Guerrero and the Lowrider. Very happy to see that, and I'm definitely going to add that to my collection, even though I don't collect WWE too much. But yeah, Eddie Guerrero and the Lowrider, that's something I've been wanting to see for a long time. Walmart has a couple of exclusives. You see here, they got a 2-pack and a 3-pack. The D-Generation X 2-pack, I think, could be popular. Also, they got Scott Hall there, Hollywood Hulk Hogan. That's pretty awesome. They got a Mankind box with GameStop that I could see some people going for, even though there's no variation to it. What you see is what you get. But I think Mankind has been popular enough with Mick Foley that some people could go for that. And the lunchbox itself is actually a pretty cool item. And yeah, with Amazon, they got an exclusive Brock Lesnar, a new Brock Lesnar pop. I think is pretty awesome there. There's just a lot here for WWE fans. So definitely let me know which of these items you want to go for, what you're going to try to add into your collection. Not a lot of love for DC this week, and that really doesn't surprise me. That's the way it tends to be, but hopefully we'll see a lot more with DC later on, throughout the year. But we do see that rumored Wonder Woman cover there that's going to be available as a common item. And then, of course, with Target, they have the Art Series Two-Face, and I kind of made a joke about this in the last Funko News video saying I assume we'll see him with a bunch of coins all over him, and of course, yeah, that's what we got. And then they have the shades of purple that are kind of close together, so it doesn't even look too much like a variation there with Two-Face. But yeah, it is what it is. If you're a fan of Art Series, I'm not knocking that completely. I understand it, that some people would be into these, but it's just not for me personally. With Loungefly, they do have some pretty awesome backpacks on the way, a nice variety. They got some Disney as usual, of course. They actually got some NBA ones that look pretty awesome. The one that really stood out to me the most, though, is the one you see here to the right, this Doctor Strange backpack that actually glows in the dark. I think that's a really awesome item. So make sure you actually check out Loungefly's own website, to learn some more about their releases and to see what they have available. Definitely check that out, and follow them on social media as well if you're into the items that they make. This Entertainment Earth exclusive Loki Pop is one of my favorite reveals from this week. It just looks like perfection to me. Like it's a perfect version of Loki. And of course, there's been many other Loki Pops, that have come out previously. But I think they really nailed the look of this particular Loki here, especially, based on the first Avengers movie. Now, it is a glow-in-the-dark pop, but it seems like the only thing that glows is the Infinity Stone, which is kind of odd. It's kind of odd that they would make it glow in the dark, just that one little detail. But regardless, this is a very awesome figure, and I did go ahead and pre-order this immediately once I saw it. There had been a rumor going around about a Walmart exclusive Star-Lord with ship. Well, it turns out this is actually sort of a build-an item because Star-Lord is just part of it. So yeah, it does seem like we'll eventually get the other members of the Guardians of the Galaxy. And again, this is going to be Walmart exclusive. And of course, when I get some more images of what this is going to look like, I will share those. Kind of interesting that it's actually with Walmart. So I haven't decided if I'll go for this. I feel like I need to see more basically before I make my decision on that. And then with the Beyond Amazing Sinister 6 versus Spider-Man build a scene that's going on with Amazon, you see that we had the Vulture revealed now. And of course, they've already revealed Dr. Octopus, which I think he's still available for pre-order. And if he's not, more than likely he'll get relisted again. But yeah, that I'm kind of being patient right now. I'm not so worried about ordering them one by one. I'll give it some time, and if they sell out, so be it. I'm really not too big on these build-a-scene things just because they take up so much space, So yeah, I'm gonna be patient with that, and I am kind of looking forward to seeing the other designs for the other characters, though. And then, yes, there had been that rumored list going around of some more Marvel Blacklight figures on the way. You see here that they went with Killmonger as the jumbo figure. That does kind of surprise me because I think the rumor had been for the Infinity Ultron as a jumbo figure, and maybe that will still happen. We'll wait and see what happens with that. But yeah, there is this jumbo size Killmonger, which I don't know if I necessarily need that. I do kind of like the Sam Wilson Captain America. I like the colors on that one. The Wanda one, I don't know why the Wanda one and the Killmonger had that same sort of color scheme to them, and neither one of them really stand out to me too much. I kind of like the Kate Bishop one. I think the colors work overall, and it is cool that she does come with the pizza dog, of course, there. And the Sylvie one is another one I'm not super crazy about. So yeah, these Blacklight Marvel figures, I personally don't feel like they're as good as some of the previous ones. Definitely let me know what you think about that. You also see that there's going to be that Sylvie backpack. They got a pop pin of Kid Loki, and it does have a Chase variant. I am keeping my eyes open for that Chase pin. I do think that is pretty awesome. And there is a 4-piece enamel pin set as well. So these items are Target exclusives, and most of them are available for pre-order right now. And the Loki Pop pin actually did pre-sell out, and I think one other item pre-sold out as well. But yeah, you can check Target's website to see what's available, and then of course eventually these will be in store. So one rumor that had been floating around that kind of confused me was the Marvel Monster Hunters, and it turns out it's basically a variant of the Mech Strike, which they've done previously. So it's Mech Strike Monster Hunters, and Marvel is going all in with this. There's going to be a comic series, there's going to be motion comics on Marvel HQ, so they're doing a lot with this. And it's not just Funko Pops that are getting figures. They've also already revealed some Lego figures and some Nerf items as well. So yeah, they're doing a lot based off of this Marvel Mech Strike Monster Hunters, which I guess this is mainly geared towards kids with these outlandish designs and everything, and maybe that will draw in some more kids to be Marvel fans. But yeah, as far as the pops are concerned, I'm not super crazy about them. I do like some of the designs, but I just don't know if it's really worth going in on this particular line for me personally. You see that we have Thanos. I think Thanos is recognizable. Venom is pretty recognizable. Same thing with Doctor Doom. I think the Doctor Doom is pretty good. I like the Green Goblin. But that Loki pop, if you told me that was Loki and with no context, I just wouldn't really see it other than the horns. He looks so different there. And of course, there are some pocket pops as well with this particular line. I really want to hear your opinions on this line, what you think of these. And then of course, there are some exclusives in the mix as well. You see that Wolverine is going to be a Funko.com exclusive. They got Black Panther as a Target exclusive. The glow-in-the-dark Green Goblin is kind of cool. I really don't know if I'll go out of my way for that necessarily, though. The Walmart Spider-Man with the glow-in-the-dark chase, I know people are going to go after that chase. Even if they don't like the figure, people are definitely going after that chase there. And if I see it, of course, I would pick it up. And then, of course, there's that jumbo size of the Venom, and it actually has wings as well. So yeah, and by the way, all these items here to the right, those, of course, are all Walmart exclusives. So yeah, I don't know. I kind of get what Funko is going for. Like I said, I think they're trying to bring in a younger audience, and maybe some adults will be into these as well. Definitely let me know your opinions. But for me personally, I wouldn't pick up maybe more than 2 or 3 of these figures at the most. We'll see if I even pick up any of them at all once they do release. And you all, that is going to do it for this edition of Funko News. And I would really hope that everybody understands why there is no rumor mill. We just saw a bunch of rumors come true. And of course, you can check out some of the other recent Funko News videos if you want to see, some rumors that may have not come true just yet, so yeah, make sure you are caught up on Funko News. And like I said, no need for a rumor mill right now. We just saw a whole lot revealed this week. I hope you all appreciate all the work that I put into this. Definitely drop a like if you appreciate it. Share it with other collectors if you think it's going to help them out. And don't forget about my logo contest, which was mentioned at the beginning of this video. If you are an artist or an artist that might be interested interested, please check that post out on my Instagram account. I really would appreciate that. But yeah, thank you all for taking the time to check this out. Thank you so much for the continued support, especially for my patrons and my channel members. I really appreciate that continued support. It's making some giveaway opportunities possible on my channel, like the giveaway opportunities that I had on my most recent live stream, so thank you so much for that support. But yeah, you all take care of yourselves. I look forward to reading your comments, and I will talk to you all again real soon.